Welcome to another video breakdown from the Nose Notebook Substack page. In this video we're going to get into a little bit of Bulls Clippers and why Alex Caruso was one of the most impactful players of the game despite only shooting 2 of 11 for 7 points. I've been calling on Caruso to start for a while now. He didn't against the Warriors in the Bulls' previous game, and I thought that was a big mistake because his elite on-ball defense was being wasted coming off the bench. He came into that game midway through the first quarter and guarded Jordan Poole because Steph Curry had already checked out, and he did get some shots at guarding Curry later in the game, and Curry did make some tough shots over him, but Caruso also made life extremely difficult for Curry when he did get a chance to stick him, and starting him would have allowed him to spend the most time guarding Curry. Caruso did get the start against the Clippers, and he had to guard Paul George, who is 4 inches and almost 40 pounds heavier than him. As you'd expect, George tried to take him to the post. The Bulls did a good job of guarding this by fronting George with good ball pressure and providing help behind Caruso. Caruso also made George fight for positioning as much as possible, catching far from the basket, and always closed out plays by making sure George stayed off the glass.
George on the kick out to the wing, and the three in the air for Bledsoe won't fall.
The Bulls have struggled from very slow starts, but they opened this one up 18-10 before Caruso checked out with 5:19 left in the first quarter. That Caruso on George matchup held up for the Bulls, and George finished the game shooting a miserable 7 of 25 with 3 turnovers. Some of that was also due to good defense from Lonzo Ball, Javonte Green, and even Zach LaVine when they got turns on George, but Caruso was pretty awesome on him too.
Fluid motion, offense, and urgency. Now a turnover ball.
Caruso was also elite as a helper off George. This is an after timeout play as the Clippers were getting back into this game. Paul George is going to fake a zipper cut and then get a great steal on Javonte Green. This would have been a layup if Caruso had not read the play correctly and blown it up. The low man is the most important help defender, and Caruso's positioning is elite there. Offensively, Caruso had a terrible shooting game, hitting only 2 of 11 shots, but his spacing made a difference. Look at where Paul George is here, opening up the lane for Zach LaVine. Now compare that to when Troy Brown Jr. is in and George is waiting to stop any drives. Caruso is a career 37% three-point shooter, and teams have to respect him when he's in the corner. So that's how a guy who only scored 7 points is one of my players of the game, worthy of all of your memes but also a great basketball player. Hope you guys enjoy this one, and please remember to sign up for my Substack at stephno.substack.com if you like this type of work.